dancers, we are at the bar again, and we are going to, I had you working on tendu and the more advanced tendu combo that included the pliés through fourth position last week. And now we're gonna work on dégagés. And dégagés are super important because we need to work on focusing that turnout when you lift of the knee, okay? So, again, it's all about turnout. So we are going to be taking it from fifth position. So I have my right foot in front, and I'm just gonna break this down for you. So you slide the whole way just like a tendu. So you're gonna tendu to the front, it's right in front of the belly button, okay? And look at my knee, it's very, very turned out. And then I'm going to lift a little, keeping that knee turned out, and I'm gonna have you hold it there for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you go back to a point on the floor, and you're gonna slide it back to first, or back to fifth, I should say, okay? So it's slide to a tendu. As soon as you slide there, you're gonna bring it up. It doesn't have to be high, but we're gonna hold it 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna feel it pulling here, which is good because you're working on having that knee turned out. You're gonna bring it back to the floor and slide close. So it's slide, lift, point, close. Slide, lift, point, close. But while you're practicing it this week, I need you to hold that lift for 4 because we need to start bringing leg, muscle strength into that leg. So to practice it, we're gonna go point, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, point, close, point, it's turned out, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, point, close. And then we're gonna do that same thing with the left foot forward. So we're gonna slide to a tendu, just your big toe is touching. We're gonna lift, it does not have to be very high at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, this is totally turned out. Check with mom, check with dad, check with grandma, okay? You point it back to the floor and you slide closed. So point, lift, point, close. It's very turned out. Even on that lift, okay? But I want you to practice it on that nice slow. You need to hold for 4 because we need to strengthen those leg muscles, okay? So point, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, point, close, point, lift, hold, 2, 3, 4, point, close. You're gonna feel it pulling in your hips because you're turning out your knees, but you're strengthening the inner quad muscles here, okay? And that's what we want. And eventually you're gonna then take it to point, lift, point, close. It's a very slid, you're sliding it across the floor, but it's super turned out, very pointed. Point, lift, point, close. So that's dégagé. So it's just like a tendu, only so there's lift, but then you have to hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Left foot, slide, lift, point, close. That lift does not need to be huge in a dégagé, okay? But you are gonna get used to holding it up, 2, 3, 4. And so this week we wanna see you holding up for 4, super pointed, super turned out, okay? Holding it for 4 is super important because you need to build strength. So now that you have practiced holding up for 4, okay, we are going to do dégagés, or they call it grand battements. That's another French word for it. And they're gonna take them out to the side. And when you take it to the side, as well as the back, we're gonna take them to the back, you have to keep that knee turned out. And you can't sit into the hips like this in order to get your lift. You have to stay hips level. You can't be like, all right, that's what we don't want, especially to the side. So it's gonna be tendu, lift, point, close, tendu, look, it's turned out, lift, it's turned out, point, and then we'll close back so that you're ready to go back. Tendu, and we've been working on this, that knee is turned out to the side. Okay, my hips are square. Even though you are keeping your hips square, you don't want this, you want this, and you need to be checking with your mom. Hips are forward, but that knee is turning out, that's hard to do. You lift, you're pointing your toe, that knee is turned out to the side, point, close, okay? And then we'll do it to the other side. It'll be front, lift, point, close, side. It's turned out, but my hips are square. Lift, that's the tricky part. You don't want to do this. This is no, no, no. That's part of that yes, no I was having you do. Turned out, but without doing this with your hips. Okay? You stand up tall, that knee is turned out to the side. Point, close, side, lift, turn out, point, then you're gonna close back, then it's gonna go to the back. Okay, my hips are square, but my knee is turning out to the side. It takes so much work from here and the hips. You're gonna point, lift, it's turned out to the side, point, close. Okay, this is so important that you are practicing it right, because it's gonna just put you miles ahead of getting that into your brain, what the body needs to do. So now we're gonna put it to the combo at the bar.